Alright, brother. So really quickly, how to check your alpha settings on your textures. Go to OpenBRF, go to Texture tab, go to the texture in question. Make sure the format is either DXT3 or DXT5. And then go to the view, alpha. So, as you can see, it's now pink and black. Pink means visible, black means it has an alpha. So, you can also, on DXT5, you'll see it's not just pink and black, but shades of magenta. The darker it is, the more transparent it will be. So, or should be, I'll show you in a second. So, if your textures do have both either DXT3 or DXT5 and an alpha, then your problem is with your material settings. Go to your material, go to your flags for the material, those three buttons, or these three dots. Make sure you enable alpha test and blend mode. So, alpha test says pixels more transparent than the number given will not be drawn. With pink being 1 and black being 256, anything darker than 8 will not be visible. 1 is smaller than, or 1, right? Yeah, that should be right. That should be right. Pink should be 1. If not, black is 1 and pink is 256, and just reverse what I'm saying. But, so on things like partial transparencies, I don't know if your texture has partial transparency or not, but this texture does. I need it to show everything that's almost not black. So anything bigger than 8. So that means black is 1. Okay, sorry. So black being 1, 7 shades above black will not be shown. Everything else will be in various forms of alpha. So make sure you have your alpha test on and blend on. If both those are on, your alpha should work and you should be fine. If it does not, or you do not have an alpha texture like these for that item, it could be that the engine of the game you ripped that asset from either handles it in engine and uses it as like a bone placement tool or a particle emitter or something of the sort. So then I would recommend just going into a model editor, or even go to right click this and hit split into connected submeshes, and this will have all the separate items. And then say you didn't want this anymore, just delete that, select everything else, combine meshes, and then delete your partials, and boom, that should get rid of it. So hopefully this helps. I didn't want to type as many words as that was, or do a bunch of screenshots, but just to quickly reiterate, go to your texture, make sure it's a DXT3 or DXT5, make sure alpha cuts out all the things you don't want to see in that square. My guess is that that's a kind of glow effect for the gem itself or something like that. If it does not have this, then you're gonna have to resave it in like GIMP or something like that with a form. Or if it's like DXT1, then you'll have to go through and resave it as a DXT3, DXT5 with the alpha enabled. If you don't have access to a version of the texture with an alpha, just delete the square. You don't need it.